The G-Wade Podcast with Deacon Dirty.
All right, so after high school, we leave Lovejoy. And did you do college or no?
See, I'm in school now.
Are you?
So, yes.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yes. So, I think I just kind of did stuff because family, I'll go to school. Like, for me, growing up, it was a lot of not being able to be myself. Mm-hmm. Just always had this thing of don't be like your biological mother. It's always that, she got pregnant at 18. Don't you get pregnant. Got pregnant at 18.
Right.
So, I didn't.
I always tell people you can't outrun DNA. You just can't. As hard as you might. Well, you can, but you can't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can.
You can make changes.
But, you still got to allow people to live their lives.
Yeah.
And not, just stop comparing them to their mother, their
Right.
father, this person, that person. My biological mother didn't really have her in my life.
Okay.
Not really.
Can we unpack that a little bit?
Sure.
Okay.
What you
So
wanna know?
when did since what time? What age rather?
All my life, guess you can say.
Okay.
There's only been a small portion where I can remember of just being with her, and those times were not good.
Okay.
Very toxic and
Yeah.
abusive, and defects definitely did have to come get me. My mom.
Only child? You?
Well, I was her first.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so by the time defects came, she already had 2 more other kids.
Okay.
But it's just for me, I've never really talked to her, but for me, I feel like just one of those situations where the man didn't want to be with you, you didn't want nothing to do with the kids.
Gotcha.
So at 6 months, I believe my mom who took care of me.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I speak of my mom, I'm speaking of the one who took care of me and not birthed me.
Mm-hmm.
She had me. Then I guess at one point she allowed her to get me back, and I believe it happened like twice.
Okay.
But
do you remember any of
I was
that time?
so young, between the 6 months age.
Gotcha.
But
Yeah.
I believe like around 5 or 6 years old, she allowed her to get me back, and it was just a lot of abuse going on.
I got you.
Crazy abuse, trying to burn my hands on the stove, chase me around the house. Things
This
that.
is a mommy dearest.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're familiar with.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
No wire hangers.
If you don't know nothing else,
You know about the wire hangers.
Yeah.
But then a situation happened where so there was an upstairs neighbor. So a lot of the houses up north back then, they're still kind of the same way, but the duplex instead of side by side is kind of like upstairs, downstairs.
Right? Yeah.
And she used to force me to walk to school with the little girl that lived up there. And one day I didn't want to walk back home with her. I wanted to play on the playground. But this girl time to leave school, you go straight home. Like, who does that? Can we play for a second?
You got 10 minutes.
Right, like the bell rang, she
Right.
walk in. Here go your girl. Get your behind him. Let's play.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to go, so I played on the playground. and then when I decided to get back home, I bent that corner and Lord, a stick. Bow.
Yeah.
So, but I believe the upstairs neighbors, kind of heard a lot of things that was going on because it was just so weird that this one particular day she left us home. It was me and my sister was probably like a year younger than me, and we were very young. Probably let's say 6, probably a little bit younger than that because Amanda was a baby, like my daughter right now. So maybe like 5, 4, and younger.
I got you.
But we still left home alone. And she was, very upset and wanted me to clean up the house. I had to babysit the kids, so she in the Haitian household. I don't know if you guys ever been to.
That's right, because you are Haitian.
Yes,
for those who don't know,
Haitian. But
you cover it up well. I mean, not in a bad way, but no one would know.
You see, we're gonna put a pin in that one.
Hey, let's do
gonna
that.
put a pin
because
in
a
that.
friend of mine's
because a lot of Haitian
Alexandra's
women,
Haitian.
It's like, what does a Haitian look like? What do you mean we cover? What does that mean?
I always think that sometimes you can tell where people are from, what region they're from, based on just their look. Sometimes it's bone structure. Sometimes it's features. I mean, it's just certain things that
That's
just
like
kind of.
someone say, for us, this is how we take it. That's just like someone saying, you're pretty to be a black person. What does that mean? Like,
or dark skin.
Or dark skin. Like, what does that mean? But we're going to put a pin in it.
Yeah, I got you. Right.
But, so she tossed everything off the dresser and had me climb on the dresser to clean. So, of course, she's leaving. Don't open the door. The regular rules and stuff. So when she left, I jumped off the dresser. So when I jumped off the dresser, one of the bases cut my leg. So I have like this big old scar on my leg. And so a chunk of meat hung over. So my sister was like, you're bleeding. I didn't even realize that I was bleeding. And so I wrapped a whole bunch of tissue around it. And, of course, that tissue got stuck. But then the doorbell rung. you know, being kids, you said open the door, but you ain't saying nobody going on to the window.
Right,
so I went to the
look out
window.
it.
Right. So I went to the window. The lady's like, hey, is your mom home? I'm like, no, she's not home. She said to open the door for nobody.
Yeah,
and if we do, we're going to be in trouble. And she's like, are you okay? Yes, I'm crying
Kinda,
now.
sorta.
My leg is jacked up right now.
Yeah.
But
wow.
little do I know, she was actually defect.
Yeah.